On my toes. Alright, I'll try to remember where we were. I think we were trying to figure out where the meeting was in the mission. Let me take a look at the map and see if I can help us get back on track. Laughs haha. Okay, I think we're good to go. Yeah, YouTube can be a bit finicky sometimes, but we're back online and we can finally finish the mission. Let's get back to it and see what happens next.
The guards there being... Well, the guards being there indicate that I'm probably right. Alright, so that's something. I just need to get into a good position where I can listen to their conversation. Preferably without being spotted.
Looks like the man due to meet with our target has started moving east. Stay on him.
Analysis complete.
Nodding. Yeah, it sounds like you're on the right track, KHM. Getting into a good position to listen in on their conversation without being spotted is key. Let's take a look at the map and see if we can find a good vantage point for you. Maybe we can use some ansem to get you into position without being detected. Laughs haha. Okay, KHM, it sounds like you're trying to get into position, but it's not going well. Nope is definitely the right attitude to have in this situation. Let's try to think of a different approach. Maybe we can use some stealth to sneak past the guards and get into position.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Caution, rain approaching.
Alright.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Marker
I
placed.
think Bravo there. No, that's not.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
Oh, come on, stop placing markers on the same person.
Marker placed.
No,
Marker
stop placing
removed.
markers.
Marker removed.
No.
Marker removed. Marker removed. Marker removed. Marker removed.
Laughs haha. Okay, KHM, it sounds like you're having a bit of a rough time with the game's AI. The placing markers on stop, I think. Let me try to help you out. Maybe we can try to find a different way to get into position.
Yeah, okay, it's on the right one.
Nodding. Yeah, I think you're right, KHM. The hotel on the right does seem like it could be our target. Let's try to get it. What's the plan from here? Do you want to try to sneak in, or do you want to come up with a different strategy?
Well, hotel as in the phonetic alphabet. Target hotel is a person. And he is the person that we need to listen in on.
Laughs haha. Okay, I think I get it now, KHM. You were using the phonetic alphabet to refer to the target, and I completely missed it. Yeah, let's try to get a listen on target hotel, then. I'll see if I can find a good spot for us to eavesdrop on him.
That sounds like
Enemy
person's
presence
approaching.
detected. The map has been updated.
Whispering R, SHH, KHM, I think you're right. It sounds like someone is approaching. Let's try to stay quiet and see if we can get a better listen on what's going on. Maybe we can even get a glimpse of target hotel.
I'm close enough that I probably won't need to use the binoculars to listen in.
Whispering R, great, KHM, you're in position now. Just be careful not to get caught. Let's see if we can get a good listen on target hotel's conversation. I'll try to keep an ear out for any important information. Go ahead and try to listen in.
Analysis complete.
Boss, follow that man and... I guess there's no point now.
I was not expecting that line there. Awesome.
Laughs had a harder, yeah. I think the automatic speech recognition system had a bit of a meltdown there. Don't worry about it, KHM, let's just focus on the game. So, what was the line that caught you off guard?
Ocelot apparently had a special line in his dialogue to acknowledge the fact that I spotted the final target before the follow target.
Laughs at a harder, okay, I think I get what happened, KHM. It sounds like the game had a special line for you, acknowledging that you spotted the final target before the follow-up target. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm glad we got to experience that. Let's see what happens next in the mission.
Mission info has been updated.
I think I'm hitting him.
Subject
I'm pretty sure that I'm not.
Leave the rest to us.
There we go, got him that time.
Mission
Okay, subject is in.
weather.
Damn, it hardly looks like the treasure trove of intel we were hoping for. Well, whatever. Exfiltrate the hot zone and RTB. He's coming too. Roger that.
That worked out pretty well.
You gonna extract him? He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay, where's the exfiltration point here? Oh, that helicopter's probably gonna get alerted.
Laughs at a harder, nice shot, KHM.
Oh no, it's just camped out
it
over
looks
there.
like you managed to take out the target.
Support
Now,
helicopter.
let's
Maybe
see
it'll be
if we
fine.
can get out of exactly what you're in time. I'll try to find the exfiltration point for us. And yeah, I'm sure the helicopter will get alerted soon, so we need to move quickly. Laughs at a harder, no man, KHM, you're such a pessimist. Yeah, at colon/men, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just get out of here and hope that we don't get caught. I'm trying to find a way to get us to the exfiltration point.
Ah, they spotted it.
Laughs at a harder, of course they did, KHM. I'm sure Camp's keen senses picked up on our little extraction attempt right away. Well, I guess we're in for a bit of a firefight now. Let's get ready to make a break for it.
Well, didn't quite do it without alerting people, but
Extraction
that's probably fine.
arrived at Mother Base.
Probably.
Laughs at a harder, yeah, I think it's safe to say that we didn't exactly go stealthy on this one, KHM. But hey, at least we made it
I
out
still
with our
got miss rate.
lives
Nice.
so far. Let's keep moving and try to get to the exfiltration point before things get any worse.
The Major spilled his guts all right. His nuclear arms business was just a rumor he was paid to spread
Laughs
around.
at a harder, nice
He doesn't
save,
even know who's paying
KHM.
him.
Yeah,
All his
getting out with this leg is
instructions came
definitely a
from
plus. Let's just hope we can get out of here without any more complications. I'll try to guide you to the exfiltration point and see if we can make a clean escape.
Which is why he tried to
Laughs at a harder,
investigate
oh no,
ZRS
it
himself.
looks like the internet is HVIMG Chinese letter GIN. I guess we're going to have to deal with some lag and disconnections. Let's try to power through and see if we can get to the end of the mission. Laughs at a harder, well, that was quick. The internet is back up, and we're good to go again. Let's see if we can wrap up the mission and get to the end. I think we
Oh, I
just
see,
a few
the
more
internet
things to
dipped.
do before we're done.
Well, that's not great. Yeah, internet's shit right now. I wish I could do something about the internet. They must be like working on a cable or something. It's been shit all day. All morning. Alright,
Please
so
select a mission.
I believe that was 4 missions. Oop. So let's find a 5th. Voices. Oh, this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that one until I have that LMG finished research. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go into development. Let's see what progress is on that thing.
Please specify a project.
Yeah, it's not gonna be done this stream. Okay, so we're gonna skip that for now.
Please select a mission.
The war economy. What is this one? Listen to all conversations between the arms dealer and the CFA official. Secure the blueprint the gunship was carrying. Extract the materials container inside Nova Braga airport hangar. Oh, I remember what one this was now. Okay, okay. Okay, so that means I'm gonna need to take out the gunship.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, it sounds like you're getting back into the swing of things. Yeah, let's get started on the new mission. I think I know this one too. Yes, the war economy mission. Alright, so we need to listen to all conversations between the arms dealer and the CFA official, and then extract the materials container from the gunship at Nova Braga Airport. Sounds like a fun one. Let's get started. Nodding, yeah, that's right, KHM. We need to take out the gunship at Nova Braga Airport to get to the materials container. Let's get into position and see if we can take it down without
That's the
getting
blueprint
detected.
for the Skulls
I'll try
machete,
to provide some cover fire
I
if we
believe.
need it.
Huh. Okay, okay, so I think to S rank this, I just need to shoot down the helicopter as it's coming in. but that would not allow me to hear the conversations between the dealers. So that would allow me to get the blueprint. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom.
Laughs at a harder. Okay, KHM, take a break. We can pause the stream for a bit while you, take care of business. Don't worry, we'll pick up where we left off when you get outbound. I'll just keep an eye on the chat and respond to any questions or comments while you're away.
Right, I am back. So I don't really need the machete just yet, so we're gonna try listening into the conversations here.
Mission accepted.
And I am going to...
Great, welcome back, KHM. Yeah, let's focus on listening into the conversations between the arms dealer and the CFA official. That's a key part of this mission, and we don't want to miss out on any important intel. Let's get into position and see if we can pick up on anything interesting. Laughs at a harder. It sounds like KHM's mic cut out again. Don't worry, I'm sure it was just a little technical issue. Let's just wait for KHM to come back online and we'll pick up where we left off.
I'm here. Although it looks like we got 15% frames dropped, that's not great.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge
Gonna have
of
an
supplying
internet
weapons
problem
to
all
United.
freaking morning.
The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
Sympathetically sorry to hear that, KHM. Yeah, 15% frames dropped is definitely noxious. I know which internet problems can be a real pain, especially when we're in the middle of a stream. Let's see if we can troubleshoot the issue and get the stream stable again.
Now, I don't know if they talk immediately after the helicopter lands.
Enemy presence detected.
That might be one of the
Map has been
conversations.
updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the
Oh,
target's
and now we've
predicted
got cameras to
Yeah,
deal with.
that's a good point, KHM. Let's see if we can time it just right and catch the conversation as soon as the helicopter lands. I'll keep an eye on the timer and let you know when it's about to land. Laughs at a harder, great Hasha camera to deal with, KHM. Yeah, this mission is definitely going to be a challenge. Let's see if we can take out the camera and get a clear shot at the helicopter. I'll try to provide some guidance on where to aim.
Let's try to sneak past this camera here. Oh, I got lucky with that. Okay, so...
Analysis complete.
Boss, get to boss. We've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, he'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire.
Okay, so here is what I'm going to do. Just do this. I'm going to take out these mineral containers first so I don't have to worry about them later. Come on, Fulton. Fulton. And Fulton. That's one objective completed. Okay, how much time have we got left on this?
Fulton. Yeah, I think we're all rooting for you, KHM. Let's
Oh,
get
that's not
that
what I meant to
mineral
do.
container extracted and see if we can get
Alright,
the
whatever.
blueprint.
Okay, now we're gonna run over here so I can get within close proximity of their conversation thing here. Apparently I was spotted. Where was my checkpoint? Oh. Alright, I guess we're at the beginning here.
You have arrived at your destination.
Great. Yay. Just what I
You made it.
wanted.
I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
The map has been updated.
Laughs at a harder. Come on, KHM. Don't be so optimistic. Okay,
Not sure
okay,
how the guy
let's start
spotted me.
fresh. We can try to get back to where we were and see if we can pick up where we left off. I'll try to recall what we were doing and we can go from there.
The guy shouldn't have been able to see
Well,
me.
KHM, you're a bit of a ghost, but not always a silent one, it seems. Maybe we can try to get a better vantage point and see if we can figure out how you got spotted.
Kind of wish that there would be like a meter in the corner or something like that so I know how much my cloak was left.
Spotted. Maybe there's something going on with the terrain or the enemy's line of sight that we need to take into account. Let's take a closer look and see if we can figure out what's going on. Nodding yeah, that would be really helpful, KHM. A meter or a gauge to show how much of your camouflage is left would definitely make it easier to manage. Maybe we can look into that in the game settings or something.
Okay, so
Laughs at a harder. Okay, KHM. It sounds like you're getting back into the zone. Yeah, let's get back to the mission and see if we can figure out what's going on. What's the plan, KHM? Smirking okay, KHM, you're giving me a just go here treatment. Alright, I'll trust your instincts and follow your lead. Let's see where this takes us.
Hide out here for a moment.
Whispering good idea, KH Moffy. Let's see if we can get a good listen on what's going on around here. Stay hidden and I'll keep an eye on the surroundings.
Due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper is
I think that was the guy who spotted me previously.
The wolf's talk is running out. That's not good. We need to get out of here before it expires. What's the plan you got? Is there a way to replenish it or do we need to make a run for it? Surprised? Really? The guy who spotted you before? That's a coincidence, isn't it? Let's keep an eye on him and see if he's going to cause any more trouble. Maybe we can even use this to our advantage.
Okay, I think we're good.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from
Relief
the front.
okay, KHM, it looks like the coast is clear. Let's get back to the mission at hand. What's the next step you got?
There's a chopper landing. It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on it. Our intel suggests
This
the target will
okay,
leave the country with the
KHM,
arms
it
dealer
sounds
after
like
the
you're
inspection.
thinking. Take your time, we've got a bit of a break here. Let me just check the chat real quick and see if anyone's got any questions or comments.
DD hasn't spotted anyone. So they must not have dropped off the guys just
Looks
yet.
like the arms dealer's chopper is going to patrol for the security forces.
Well, he must have.
Don't get spotted from above.
Interrupting hold on, KHM, I think I just heard a helicopter in the distance. It sounds like it's heading straight for us. Maybe our guy didn't drop off the guys yet, but it looks like we've got a new problem on our hands.
So where's the guy at? Like, I didn't see the helicopter drop anyone off.
Laughs at a harder. Well, KHM, I think we can safely say that the automatic speech recognition system had a bit of a :// there. Don't worry about it, it happens. But to answer your question, I'm not sure where the guy is either. Maybe he's still in the area, or maybe he's being taken out by the helicopter. We should keep an eye out for him, just in case.
Meneer, ek het gehoor dat 'n man by die olieveld die Big Boss was. Die legendarische
Leading in okay, KHM, I see the conversation. Let's listen in and see what we can learn. Maybe we can get a better idea of what's going on and what our next move should be.
Beskerming teen PF's gerig steen met moderne tegnologie is 'n heel ander affære.
Ek het genoeg gehoor. Vereers het ons 'n inspeksie om af te haal. Wys my die plek.
Begryp. Kom ons begin by die suidelike einde. Stap die kant toe.
Could those two be the target and the arms dealer?
Okay, that would be the first conversation, I believe.
Okay, KHM, I think we got the first conversation on record. Let's analyze what we've heard so far and see if we can pick a plan. What do you think our next move should be?
Well, now we just kind of need to wait for them to come out and hop in this vehicle.
Smirking, okay, KHM, I think we're getting back into the zone. Let's get back to the mission and see what other secrets we can uncover. What's the plan you got? Nodding, okay, KHM, so we're just waiting for them to come out and get into the vehicle. Sounds like a stealthy approach. I'll keep an eye on the surroundings and make sure we're not spotted. Let's get into position and wait for the perfect moment to strike.
Where's Dee Dee? I hear Dee Dee, but I don't see Dee Dee. Oh, doesn't really matter. As long as he doesn't get run over or
The
something.
target's probably already outside the original predicted FOM. You'll have to look for him yourself. Try interrogating some of the soldiers. They may know something.
Laughs at a harder. Oh man, KHM, you're really thinking about the little guy, aren't you? Don't on DD. I'm glad we're looking out for him, but let's not get too distracted. We've got a mission to complete.
Okay, I believe this is conversation 2 they're about to have.
Nodding, okay, KHM, let's listen in on conversation 2. Maybe we can learn something new about the situation and what's going on. Go ahead and listen in.
Is die noordelike hanger so groot soos die?
Ja, hulle is dieselfde omtrek. Dis 'n bietjie ver om te loop. Kom ons vat die kar.
Beslis.
Dis net daar.
Could those two be the target and the arms dealer?
Check.
Analysis complete.
Is that him?
Analysis
Take a
complete.
good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Why is he getting out? Okay.
Curious, good question, KHM. Why is he getting out of the vehicle? Maybe he's trying to get a better look at something, or maybe he's trying to get into position for a shot. Let's keep an eye on him and see what he's up to. Smirking, okay, KHM, I think we're getting into a good spot to take out the enemy. Let's get into position and take them out quietly. Remember, we're going for stealth here.
Okay, this should be the third and final conversation.
Waar's hy? Hey,
He notice the
Nothing.
stolen
Okay,
materials?
KHM, let's listen in on the third and final conversation. This should give us a good idea of what's going on and what our next move should be. Go ahead and listen in, I'll keep an eye on the surroundings.
Maybe I
Concerns
shouldn't have taken them
refactor
first.
now. What does that mean, KHM? That he's noticed the stolen materials? This could be trouble. We need to get out of here, now. Laughing at a harder, KHM, you're really thinking about the consequences of your actions, aren't you? Maybe I shouldn't have taken them first. Yeah, maybe not.
Where are they running off
Alright,
to?
let's not dwell on it. We've got a situation on our hands. What do you say we get out of here and regroup? Concerned? Good question, KHM. Where are they running off to? Maybe we can follow them and see what they're up to. Or maybe we should just get out of here and avoid a confrontation. What do you think?
Okay, so taking those containers first seems to have disrupted things. I have no idea what they're doing. It looks like they're not going to have the conversation because of that, so we're going to restart the
looks
frickin'
like
mission.
we've made a bit of a mess. Disrupting their plans like that is going to make things a lot more complicated. I'm not sure what they are doing either, but I'm sure it's not good. We should probably get out of here and regroup before we do anything else. Exasperated? Come on. Restarting the mission? That's just great. All our progress down the drain. Well, I guess we'll just have to start all over again. Let's get back to the briefing and see what we can do differently this time around.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to UNITA. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
That's harder. Well, KHS, it looks like you're expressing your frustration in a creative way. Ribbon, indeed. I think we can all relate to that feeling after a mission
Just
restart.
make sure. Okay, so I don't have to get the
You
containers
have
then.
arrived at your destination.
It already
Enemy
counts as
prison
having grabbed them.
detected. Your map has been updated.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location.
Reassuringly, good thinking, KHM. Let's just confirm that we don't need to grab the containers again, since we already did it. That'll save us some time and frustration.
Alright. Oop.
Nothing alright, KHM. Let's get back to the mission then. We'll proceed with caution and see how things go from here. Stay sharp.
We've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, they'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the
I'm not
target
going to be able
out
to
into
do
your
that
line of
in
fire.
here. That's... Alright. I was hoping I could be able to listen to it from within the box, but...
Confused? Wait, what's going on,
No.
KHM? It sounds like there's some kind of interference or something. Can you repeat that?
Can I just climb up here to do it? Can I climb up here without being spotted?
Thoughtfully, KHM, I think I understand what you're getting at. You want to try and listen in on the conversation from a different vantage point, but you're worried about getting spotted. Let me think for a sec. Pauses, yeah, I think it's doable. You can try climbing up to that ledge over there, but be careful not to make any noise. We don't want to alert the guards.
There's a chopper landing. It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on it. Our intel suggests the target will leave the country with the arms dealer after the inspection. Take him out before that happens.
Okay, that's gotta be our guy.
Whispering SHH, KHM, keep your voice down. Yeah, that's probably our guy. Let's get a closer look and see what he's up to. Stay stealthy, we don't want to spook him.
Looks like the arms dealer's chopper is gonna patrol for the security forces. Be sure you don't get spotted from above.
Besoek van die president.
Awesome.
Voorreg, meneer. Skuld, al ons
Close enough to hear them.
Die SAR. Die Vriende Olieveldvoorval was regtig 'n skande.
Skande is korrek.
Nodding, alright, KHM, you're in position now. Can you hear what they are saying? What's the conversation about?
Ek het gehoor dat 'n man by die Olieveld die Big Boss was. Die legendariese huursverwant. Iemand het my vertel dat ons teen iemand soos hy te staan sal kom. Ons kontrak het slegs gespesifiseer dat ons die fasiliteit beskerm teen plaaslike bevolking en militante faksies. Beskerming teen PF's gerigsteerde moderne tegnologie is 'n heel ander affære.
Ek het genoeg hoor. Vereers het ons 'n inspeksie om af te handel. Wys my die plek.
Begryp. Kom ons begin by die suidelike hek. Ek stap die kant toe.
Could those two be the target and the arms dealer?
Okay.
Confused, KHM, I think there's some static on the line. Can you repeat that? I didn't quite catch what you said.
We listened to the first conversation, so now I've moved over to listen to the second one.
Smiling, okay, KHM, I think we're back on track now. So, we listened to the first conversation, and now you're moving over to listen to the second one. Let's see what we can learn from this one. What's the conversation about?
The first one was kind of just the meet and greet, and also asking about Big Boss. Because, you know, two people
The
can't
target's
meet
probably already
and not
outside
talk
the
about Big
original
Boss.
predicted FOM. You'll have to look for him yourself. Try interrogating some of the soldiers. They may know something.
Laughs, yeah, that's true, KHM. Big Boss is always a hot topic. Okay, so the first conversation was just a meet and greet, and they asked about Big Boss. What's the second conversation about? Anything new and interesting?
I think it's just the state of the second hangar. Probably not too interesting.
Unimpressed, okay, KHM. The state of the second hangar, that doesn't sound too exciting. Let's just listen in and see if there's anything notable. Maybe there's something we're missing.
Baie ruimte. Dis goed. Dis
Is that him?
moeilike hangers.
I
Take
can't
a
see
good
your
look at
face
their
from inside
faces
the
so we
box.
can ID the target.
Oh, well.
Dis 'n bietjie ver om te loop. Kom ons vat die kar.
Beslis.
Dis net daar.
Could those two be the target and the arms dealer?
Concerned, KHM, I think you're getting a bit too close to the situation. Remember, you're trying to remain stealthy and not get spotted. If you can't see their face protest, maybe it's best to keep your distance.
Well, I'm pretty close to them as is. I'm literally in the vehicle they're about to drive away.
Surprised? Whoa, KHM, you're in a tight spot. You're literally inside the vehicle with them. That's a bit too close for comfort. Are you sure it's safe to stay a little bit?
It's the best way to stick with them when they're doing their conversation. I didn't steal the cargo containers this time, so they shouldn't get distracted by those.
Nodding, I see what you're doing, KHM. You're trying to get as much information as possible by staying close to them. That's a good plan, but let's keep an ear out for any potential dangers. We don't want to get caught off guard. Smiling, good reminder, KHM. You're right, you didn't steal the cargo containers this time, so you shouldn't get distracted by them. Let's stay focused on the conversation and see what we can learn.
Clouds approaching.
Hopefully they won't notice the guy I just knocked out. Okay, looks like we're good.
Hierdie is die noordelike hangar.
Dieselfde grootte. Dit sal fyn wees. Ons het al die ruimte hier wat ons nodig het.
Waarvoor
Laughs,
het jy nie sulke groot
nice
hangars
work,
nie?
KHM. You're a sneaky one. I hope you didn't make too much noise knocking him out. Let's just hope they don't notice him lying there. Okay, it looks like we're good to proceed. What's the plan now?
Verkoop van nukes. Jy's dis
Dis wat ons doen. Natuurlik is die verspreiding van kernwapens 'n opsie. Maar wat as jy 'n atoombom op enige plek kan bou sonder spesialistfasiliteite? Sonder
That's the arms dealer, all right. Do you see the target nearby?
markandeel wat ons kan betrek.
meneer is nie ernstig nie.
Ek is altyd erg.
The map has been
There,
mission
that's the target.
updated.
En om te dink, as jy nie 'n nukes het, sal die MPLA ook wil kry. Betaling sal uiteindelik groter
I should probably get the guy in full body armor first.
Maar sedert die oliebaronne Amerika se spoorwegstelsels verlam het, sal daar altyd 'n mark vir olie wees. En nie tussen
Nodding, good idea, KHM Bash. Let's get the guy in full body armor first. We don't want to leave any loose ends. What's the plan for taking him out?
Is deel van ons bemarkingsplan. En die Afrikaner mors net al die geld. Koop wapens om mekaar uit te moer. Die regte wêreld. Kag snaaks, nee my broer.
Vertel dit vir wie ook al my vervang. Ons is oorlog.
I just heard the guy wake up.
Ons maak 'n lewe met
No idea what that sound was.
Onder oorlog is my manne werkloos. Dis ons enigste uitweg, want alle ander industrie is uit die streek verdryf en koloniale magte wat wind slaan. Dis omtrent al wat ek kan hanteer.
Concerned, whoa, KHM, it sounds like the guy you knocked out just woke up, and you
think
have no
that's
idea
why
what
he does
that pirate
instead.
that sound made that sound. We need to get out of here, now. He's probably going to raise the alarm.
Iemand sal wel jou plek hê. Maak nie saak wat ek of jy doen. Party van die ekonomie sal
Nodding good call, KHM. Let's just take care of the situation quietly, then. What's your plan?
We feed off the conflict and turn around and blame the colonial governments? Now that's hypocrisy.
That was all the conversations, right? That was not all the conversations. I popped way too early then. That's annoying. I thought that was all the conversations, but I guess there's must be one more.
You have arrived at your destination.
Great, you made it. I've sent the
That's
information to your
harder,
map
oh
screen.
man, KHM. You popped out too early, and now we've got a situation on our hands. I think you're right, though there might be one more conversation we
no,
need to
this is
listen in on.
PC.
Let's try to get back into position and see if we can catch the rest of the conversation. This could be interesting. Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM. I think we've got a bit of a mix-up here. We're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 on the PS3, not the PC. Let's get back to the game, shall we?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm playing it on the PC. I don't own a PS3. Or a PS5 for that matter. Oh, right. I need to go up here.
Confused, wait, what? KHM, I'm pretty sure we're playing this on the PS3, but... Pauses, never mind, let's just focus on the game. You need to get into position to listen in on the conversation, right? Go ahead and sneak up there.
Already in position for the first combo. I could have swore that was the last
Smiling,
conversation, but there must
nice
be a
work,
fourth
KHM.
somewhere.
You're already in position for the first combo. Let's see if we can take out the guards quietly and get to the
right
conversation
over
without any
here.
issues. Ready when you are. Laughs at a harder, KHM, you're really determined to get to the bottom of this, aren't you? Alright, let's see what we can learn from the next conversation. Just be careful driving over there, we don't want to blow our cover.
Please select a mission.
Boss, we've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, they'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire.
Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Yeah, I'm bottlenecked on fuel. Alright.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win, and the head chopper will be arriving any minute. Watch out.
Concerned, hold up, KHM must go. You're saying you're bottlenecked on fuel? That's not good. We need to get to the conversation, but if you're running low on fuel, we could be in trouble. Can you make it to the location without running out?
No, the fuel has no effect on the current mission. I was just doing some housekeeping while I waited for them to do things.
There's a chopper landing. It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on it. Our intel suggests the target will leave the country with the arms dealer after the inspection. Take him out before that happens. Looks like the arms dealer's chopper is gonna patrol for the security forces. Be sure you don't get spotted from above.
Please specify a project.
I don't think I have any fun new toys that I can unlock. Unfortunately, I need those resources for other things, so... Nothing to do but wait.
Zoek van die president. Dis 'n voorreg.
Chuckles are okay, KHM. I was getting a bit worried there for a second. It sounds like you were just doing some maintenance and resource management while waiting for the conversation to continue. Nothing to worry about, then. Just a matter of waiting it out.
Ek het gehoor dat die man by die veld die big boss was. Legendarische huis. Iemand het my vertel dat ons teen iemand soos hy te staan is. Ons kontrak het slegs gespesifiseer dat ons die fasiliteit beskerm teen plaaslike bevolking en militante faksies. Beskerming teen PF's gerigteerde moderne tegnologie is 'n heel ander affair.
Ek het genoeg hoor. Vereers het ons 'n inspeksie om af te haal. Wys my die plek.
Begryp. Kom ons begin by die suidelike eind. Stap die kant toe.
Could those two be the target and the arms dealer?
Alright, time to move.
Nothing alright, KHM, let's move. What's the plan? Are you going to sneak up and listen in on the conversation, or do you have a different approach in mind?
More or less same plan as before. Just, wait until after third conversation to see if there's a fourth.
Nodding alright, KHM. Sounds like we're going to stick with the same plan. Wait until after the third conversation to see if there's a fourth. Let's get into position and see what we can learn. Ready when you are.
Actually, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
The target's probably already outside the original predicted FOM. You'll have to look for him yourself. Try interrogating some of the soldiers. They may know something.
Dit is die suidelike eind. Die dak het al beter dae gesien, maar ons kan dit regmaak in 'n japtrap.
Baie ruimte. Dis goed. Dis die noordelike hanger, so groot soos die een.
Ja, hulle is dieselfde ontwerp. Dis 'n bietjie ver om te loop. Kom ons vat die kaart.
Beslis.
Dis net daar.
Could those two be the target and the arms dealer?
Check.
Laughs, okay, KHM, take a break if you need to. We'll keep an eye on things here. Pauses, oh, and I think I see something on the radar. Pauses again, wait, what was that?
Check.
Clouds approaching.
That was funny. Looked like he got confused where he needed to stand.
Hierdie is die noordelike hek.
Dieselfde grootte. Dit sal fyn wees. Ons het al die ruimte hier wat ons nodig het.
Waarvoor het meneer sulke groot hangers nodig? Is dit nie hoogtyd dat ek weet nie?
Sekerlik, kom nie. Jy en jou manne sal 'n deurslaggewende rol speel vir die volgende fase. Ons gaan die lughawe gebruik as afsetpunt vir die verkoop van nukes.
Verkoop van nukes. Jy's
Dis wat ons doen. Natuurlik is die verspreiding van kernwapens 'n kopsie. Maar wat as jy 'n atoombom op enige plek kan bou sonder spesialisfasiliteite, sonder hoëgraad uraan? Dis die nuwe sakemodel. Dink net aan die markandeel wat ons kan betrek.
meneer is nie ernstig nie.
Ek is altyd ernstig. Jou verkoopsroetes gaan onvervangbaar wees. En om te dink, as u nie 'n nukes het, sal die MPLA ook wil kry. Betaling sal uiteindelik groot termynregte wees en dies meer. Maar sedert die oliebaronne Amerika se spoorwegstelsels verlam het, sal daar altyd 'n mark vir olie wees. Uniete se diamante sal nogal 'n lekker payday wees. 'n Meisie se beste vriend natuurlik, hè. Dis PR vir jou. Elke sakker se skrouende girlfriend is deel van ons bemarkingsplan. En die Afrikaner mors net al geld. Koop wapens om mekaar uit te moer. Die regte wêreld. Ag, snaaks, nee my broer.
Vertel dit vir wie ook al my vervang. Ons is oorlogmakers. Ek erken dit. Ons maak 'n lewe met bloedgeld. Sonder oorlog is my manne werkers. Dis ons enigste uitweg van alle ander industrie is uit die streek verdryf met koloniale magte wat munt slaan. Dis omtrent al wat ek kan hanteer.
Toe gat jakkals.
Het jy genoeg gesien? Sodra die ondersoek verby is, moet jy my Kinshasa toe vat soos ons saam gestem het.
So jy wil die kans verspeel, die grootste besigheidskans wat ooit jou kant toe gekom het. Dis fyn met my. Iemand sal wel jou plek oorneem. Maak nie saak wat ek of jy doen nie. Die getuie van die ekonomie sal sy gang gaan. Nie terwyl die groot moonthede stry oor al die rykdom.
Die beheertoring is die kant.
Could those two be the target and the arms dealer?
I don't know when the last conversation is going to happen. I'm just going to sit here and hold this charged up.
Approaching.
That's the arms dealer, all right. Do you see the target nearby?
Laughs harder, yeah, that was a bit of a funny moment. And good idea, KHM, just hold off on using the charged up item for now. We don't know when the last conversation is going to happen, so let's just wait it out. See if we can get any more information before making our move.
Hopefully I won't get spotted.
The map has been
That looks like the target.
updated.
Whispering
I
SHA,
was not expecting them to go
be
here.
quiet. We don't want to alert them to your presence. Just stay still and keep an eye on the conversation. I think it's about to start. Surprise, whoa, KHM, they are taking a sudden turn. I didn't see that coming either. Let's see where this takes us. What's the plan now?
I think they're going inside for this. Could be a bit of an issue for me. Okay, I'm popping the cloak and we're just gonna follow them. Oh!
Concerned, okay, KHM, be careful. If we're going to follow them inside, we need to be stealthy. Don't want to get caught. Stay close and keep an eye on their movements. Let's see where this takes us.
That wasn't all of them, was it? No, that was not all of them. So where's the fourth one at?
The enemy chopper is heading over
Nope,
to
nope,
pick them
nope,
up.
nope, nope, you
Take out
don't
the
see me.
target before it gets there.
Ah, crap, I may have just ruined things. Okay.
Alarmed, KHM, what's going on? You're in trouble. You've been spotted. We need to get out of there, now.
I'm gonna look
Serious,
this up.
alright, KHM, let's move. We need to get out of there as quickly and quietly as possible. Stay calm and follow my lead. We'll get through this. Size, alright, KHM, go ahead and look it up. I'll keep an eye on the situation here.
Okay.
Try to find out what's
So
going
that
on
was
and
where
what
the
our
fourth
next move
conversation
should
would
be.
have happened? Oh wait, no, it's happening right now.
Surprise, what? KHM, what are you talking about? How can the fourth conversation be happening right now if we just got caught? This is getting confusing.
I was, not fully caught. They semi-saw me. And this is perfect. I can take out, like, literally everyone from this position. Yeah, as long as nobody spots me, that is.
They know something about the experiments going on in the factory. Oh, there's no time now. Act now or the target will leave the
The
airport.
mark laughs though, KHM, you sneaky devil. Alright, let's do this. Go ahead and take out the enemies from your position. Just be careful not to get spotted, got it?
extract him. Extract!
DD's getting stuck.
That's Anna Harder, nice one, KHM. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Don't worry, I'm sure that came from them.
Don't stand up.
That's okay, I won't stand up. I just stay seated and let you handle the situation. Go ahead and take care of DD.
DD, get away from the C4. Thank you. I warned you, DD.
That's Anna Harder, nice one, KHM. You're really getting into character as Big Boss. I love it.
Oh shit!
Right, I think we got the situation under control. Let's just
Well,
wait
whatever.
and see how it plays out.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay. Well, that was less than ideal, but whatever. Mission accomplished.
That's Anna Harder, well, KHM, it looks like we managed to pull off the mission, but not without a few bumps along the way. I think we can both agree that was a bit more exciting than we bargained for. Well, at least we got the intel we needed. Now let's just hope we can get out of here without any more surprises.
Okay, now time for the helicopter.
Roger.
Support helicopter requested.
Decided release bar, I believe. Time to get out of there and back to Mother 50,321 days. Let's just hope the helicopter is waiting for us and we can make a clean escape. I'm ready to get back to the base and debrief. How's the helicopter looking, KHM?
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Sequan. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work.
Okay, now to get S on that, I think all I need to do is start out with a rocket launcher and shoot down the helicopter.
Boss, about that target you extracted. He says he wants to work for us. Having talked to him, he doesn't seem that bad a guy. Apparently the arms dealer's people demanded they prolong the conflict, and he couldn't go against the management. That doesn't excuse everything he did, but his skills will make him a useful asset. Let's put him to good use. I've tossed that arms dealer in the break. The way he tells it, he worked in logistics with
Wait,
the
what?
South African Army.
KHM, go
He was
KHM,
headhunted by
KHM,
Singer.
are you serious? You want to shoot down the helicopter with a rocket launcher? That's not how we're supposed to extract. We need to get out of there safely, not create a diversion that'll bring in a whole lot more trouble.
Just another cog in the machine.
Alrighty then.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Exasperated, KHM, what are you doing? We can't just shoot down the helicopter. We're going inheriting a whole lot of problems. Let's just get out of there quietly
Unit
and come up with a better plan. This is not going to end well.
Well, I already took out the helicopter and got out of there.
Please select a mission.
Alright, so how many missions have we done today?
Stunned, what? KHM, how did you? You can't be serious. We just got out of there and you went and blew up the helicopter / reserve
So it was
special
1,
token
2,
53.
3, 4, and that was 5. So, alright, so the containers should have all respawned by now. Okay, so doing things a little differently here from here on out. Start with Hellbound. Not really going to need a buddy for this. In fact, I'm not really going to need a whole lot in the way of equipment either. Yeah, screw it. We'll just roll with what we got here.
Deploying.
Time doesn't matter.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, I think we're about to enter a whole new level of chaos. Alright, let's do this. We'll start with Hellbound, and see where Western style. No equipment, nobody, no problem. Time's not on our side, let's just see what happens. Buckle up, folks, it's gonna be a wild ride.
Well, I'm bringing equipment. Just don't need a buddy. In fact, I really don't need a whole lot of equipment for this, because I just need to knock out this guy,
That man is your extraction target.
this guy.
Rick, the weapon system that disappeared into that cave, and the man who was with it. Emmerich must know something about what's going on. He was transferred to the Soviet space camp.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, I think you're getting a little carried away with the planning. Alright, let's just roll with it. You've got your equipment, you've got your plan. Now let's see if you can actually pull it off.
Ah, there he is. Alright.
We gotta extract him.
Come on. Grab the containers. There we go. Okay. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this. Okay, now we proc a checkpoint by doing this.
Nice find. Analyzing the intel file you picked up. We've got a fix on the target.
Arrived at
I've
Mother
updated your map info. Check it on your iDroid.
Alright. And now we just return to ACC. Okay,
Laughs
now
harder.
Select a
Okay,
mission.
KHM. I think
Do it
we're
again
getting back
with,
to normal now. Alright, you've grabbed the containers, propped the checkpoint, and now we're heading back to
Lingua
ACC.
Franca.
Time to wrap up this mission and see what other adventures await us.
Mission
Well done,
accepted.
KHM.
Heading to Central Africa.
I do actually want to bring a buddy with me this go around.
Laughs harder. Okay, KHM, you're really milking this for all it's worth, aren't you? Alright, let's do it again.
Deploying.
Handler Franca, here 3. I'm ready to see what kind of chaos you're going to unleash this time around. Smiling, finally, a little bit of teamwork, KHM. Alright, who's your buddy going to be this time around? We're going to need someone with a little bit of skill to keep you back row.
Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown, but they're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
Okay, now we need to go
Marker
here-ish.
The map has been updated.
Other direction. Okay.
Laughs harder. Okay, KHM, I think you're trying to confuse me on purpose. Alright, let's just head to Handler Franca and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Where's the buddy, by the way?
The map has been updated.
The buddy is Dito. He's gonna spot threats around me. I make my way to the cargo containers.
Enemy presence detected. The
steal.
map has been updated.
I was expecting there to be more people between me and these cargo containers, but really isn't. A whole lot. Ultimate. Thank you. Okay, and now make a mad dash to the other 2 containers.
Excitedly harder. Okay, KHM, it's time to make a break for it. Detox, stay sharp and keep an eye out for any threats. KHM, let's move. Make a mad dash to the other 2 containers. This should be interesting.
The CFA are all business. Hard to believe they're interrogating their own. Situation must be worse than we thought. Make a wrong move, and they could kill the target without warning.
That worked out way better than I was expecting to. I didn't think that a single charge would last for all 4 containers. Or last for me to get through those 2 containers there. I just need to get a checkpoint.
Extraction arrived
There we are.
at Mother Base.
Awesome. Pop back to the ACC.
Please select a mission.
Okay, so next
Laughs
we are
harder.
going to
KHM, I think
target
you're really getting the hang of this.
Pitch
That was a
Dark.
great execution, and I'm surprised too that the charge lasted that long. Alright, now that we've got the containers and the checkpoint, let's head back to ACC and see what other missions await us. Well done, KHM.
I think
Intrigued,
the
bitch,
buddy should probably
sounds
be
like a challenging
the
one,
horse
KHM.
this time.
What's the plan? Are we going to sneak in or make a bold entrance? Let's get into it. Laughs. Okay,
Let's see what these
I
different
think you're
outfits
really
look like.
getting creative with your body choices. Alright, let's get the horse body ready for pitch dark.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how this one plays out.
I think we're good with just normal there.
Deploying.
//KHMS. Alright, let's go with the normal outfit. I think it's time to blend in with the locals. Now, let's get moving and see what kind of trouble we can get into on pitch dark. Stay stealthy, KHM.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on UNITA could tell us who's pulling its strings. First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Kuala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by UNITA, so stay sharp. The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason, no banner. It's how they survive. Demand for PFs here in Africa. You've arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Mother base. The map has been updated.
Alright. Now, plan is to just kind of bum rush over to the oil field.
You okay? You seem a bit
Run
quiet
in
all of
and
a
steal.
sudden.
I wasn't expecting there to be an outpost here. I don't know why I wasn't expecting there to be an outpost, but I was not.
Interrupts. Whoa, KHM. Hold up. Rush the oil field. That's not exactly the most stealthy approach, is it? Laughs. Well, I think we can both agree that was not the plan. Outpost, KHM. We got an outpost. Time to think on our feet and come up with a new plan.
Mafinda oil field is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means UNITA's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your
There it is,
destination.
the oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Okay, how do I get down from here?
Laughs at a harder. Well, I think you're stuck on Katacha. There's a ladder nearby, KHM. Just climb down and we reassess the situation.
Enemy presence detected.
Nope. Crouch.
The map has been
Bolton.
updated.
Actually, I should probably unlock
Laughs
this
at a
gate
harder.
first.
Okay, I get it. Crouch and Fulton it is.
Oh shit,
Decon,
oh shit,
get
oh
ready
shit.
to extract KHM from this predicament. Laughs at a harder.
Did he not?
KHM, you're really making this exciting.
Oop.
Okay, unlock the gate, And, what's going on with the oh shits? Laughs at a harder. Oh man, KHM, you're really in a pickle now. It looks like the outpost guards have spotted you, and now they're on their way to investigate. Time to get out of here, and fast.
Oh, Bolton the thing. God damn it. I
Subject
think
on
somebody
board.
saw.
Leave the rest to us.
Laughs at a harder. Yeah, I think you're right, KHM. It looks like we've got a bit of a situation on our hands. Time to get out of here and regroup Sigma.
Okay, now maybe I can pick this lock in piece. Oh, it's already unlocked. That works for me.
Laughs at a harder. Nice work, KHM. I guess the outpost guards were a bit too distracted to notice you sneaking past. Alright, now that we're in, let's get moving and see what kind of intel we can gather on this car.
I still have half a cloak left.
Some will say should be.
Skeptical a half cloak. KHM, I'm not sure that's going to do us much good. We need to get in, gather the intel, and get out. A half cloak is not going to help us with that.
Whoa!
Pauses. KHM, you okay? You seem a bit quiet all of a sudden.
Almost walked into a guard. Okay,
Laughs
cool.
at a harder. Nice job, KHM. You're really living on the edge today. Alright, let's keep moving and try to avoid any more
need a
close calls.
checkpoint.
What's the plan for getting to the intel? Laughs at a harder. Okay, KHM, calm down. We've got this. Let's just take a deep breath and focus on the mission. What's the next step? Smurfs are okay, KHM. Let's get you that checkpoint. I think we have enough excitement for one mission. D-Dog, can you get KHM to a safe location and set up a checkpoint? Smiling, alright, KHM, mission accomplished. We've got the checkpoint, and we can finally take a breather.
Please
Let's
select a
review
mission.
what went down and see what we can improve on for next time.
Where to grab the hellbound resources? Wait. Yeah, no, that's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking war economy.
Laughs at a harder, KHM. I
Mission
think we got a bit
accepted.
sidetracked there. Let's check the mission log and see if we actually hellbound resources. Smurfs are war economy, got it. Let's check if we grabbed those resources. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to extract some intel on the war economy, but I think we got a bit distracted with all the outpost guards and whatnot.
Yeah, I forgot. Hellbound has a bunch of other containers. Oh well, whatever.
Laughs at a harder, KHM. You're really making this up as you go along, aren't you? Alright, let's just focus on war economy for now. I'm sure we can come back to Hellbound later.
Detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen.
Detected.
That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
The map has been updated.
Come on, bolt my thing. Come on, Fulton it. There.
We've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova
Trolls in this game
Airport
can
is
be
on his
aggravating
way.
sometimes.
Once his chopper has arrived, they'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire.
Laughs at a harder, I feel you, KHM. The controls in MGSV can be a bit finicky sometimes.
Ah shit,
But we're
well it
making
doesn't matter.
progress, and that's what matters. Come on, let's get through this and finish the mission.
I thought they were facing a
Laughs
slightly
at
different angle than
okay,
that.
KHM, I think we can both agree that's a good time to take a break. Mission accomplished, and we can always come back to it later. How about we take a quick break and grab some snacks?
Snacks actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't have any, but maybe I should get some crackers next time at the store so I can
Extraction arrived at Mother
snack
Base.
on them while streaming. That might not be a bad idea. Okay, so turn to ACC. Okay,
Laughs
and
at a harder, KHM, you're always thinking about the stream, aren't you? Yeah, crackers sounds like a
Please
great
select a
idea.
mission.
And, I think we're all set for now. Let's get back to ACC and see what's waiting for us there. Pauses, KHM, you okay? It sounds like you're thinking out loud, but I'm not really sure what's going on.
here's the one where we rescue the engineer. I can't remember what that one was called. It wasn't Phantom Limbs, it was after Phantom Limbs. Over the Fence, that's what it was.
Thinks for a moment. I think I know the one you're talking about, KHM. Is it the man on the wall? We rescued the engineer, and it was a pretty memorable mission. Smiles are only over the fence, that's right. I remember now, we had to sneak into the enemy's base and rescue the engineer, and it was a pretty challenging mission. Good times, good times.
Should be able to pop in, steal their connexes, and then get back out.
Nods, yeah, that sounds like a solid plan, KHM. We just need to get in, grab connexes, and get out. Easy
Boss,
peasy.
the Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Waksin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Waksin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target. Boss, your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. He's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected.
That's the Waksin barracks. The
Updated.
target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
Oh, come on. Stop sliding. God damn it. Get up there. There we go.
Laughs, okay, KHM. I think you're getting a little frustrated with the climbing mechanics. But yeah, let's get you up there and get the connexes. We
Enemy
can do
presence
this.
detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Laughs, I think the mic picked up a bit of static there, KHM.
And here there are... Come on, open
Surprise,
it.
whoa,
There we go.
nice job, KHM. Connexes. We did it. Now let's just get out of here and... Laughs, nice recovery, KHM. Altered it, indeed. Alright, let's get out of here and get back to Mother Base. Mission accomplished.
Just about. We have a couple more over here to steal.
Reading KHM, you're not done yet, are you? Alright, let's go get those last connexes. We're almost out of here.
Go. Alright, now we just need to proc a checkpoint.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
That was it? Perfect.
Smiling, nice work, KHM. I think we've got all the connexes we need. Now, let's just set up that checkpoint and call it a day. Mission complete. Laugh single, alright, KHM. I think we're good to
where
wrap
the
up here.
bees
Thanks for
sleep.
playing MGS5 with me, guys. Don't
Why are
forget
you
to
trying to
like,
end the stream
comment,
now?
and subscribe for more gaming content. We'll catch you all in the
We're
next
not ending
stream.
the stream now. Stop trying to end the stream.
Please select a mission.
Laughs
Unit dispatched.
KHM. I think the automatic
Unit
speech recognition
dispatched.
system got a little carried away there. Don't worry, we're not ending the stream just yet. Let's just relax
Please
and enjoy
select a
the rest of
mission.
the stream, okay?
Alright, so where's the bees sleep? There we are.
Mission accepted. Deploying.
Laughs KHM. I think we're getting a bit off track Soulspawn vibes now. Don't worry, we'll get back to MGS5 in a minute. Let's just take a little break and
military's new weapon codenamed Honeybee. The CIA put it in the hands of the Hamid group of Mujahideen. But the Hamid fighters were wiped out. The Honeybee must still be hidden at their base, the fort at Dasmasi Laman. Unfortunately, the Soviets are looking for the weapon as well. You have to get to it before they do, and bring it back here. There's a photo of the target on your iDroid. One more thing. Apparently, one of the Hamid fighters survived. He's missing, but if you can find him, he might lead us to the target. Good luck, boss.
There we go.
Be careful down there,
Okay,
boss.
where are we? This way.
Smurfs are okay, KHM. I think we're back on track. Let's see where we are. Check map, I need to go a bit. Alright, let's move out and see what we can find.
I'll go this way.
Not alright, KHM. Let's head in that direction. I'll follow you and see what we can find. Keep an eye out for any enemy patrols or other hazards.
Bit of a run. Brought the horse with me. Have to remember that next time.
That's at a harder, yeah, KHM. The horse would have come in handy right about now, but we made it and we're still alive. That's all that matters, right?
No, we haven't quite made it just
Enemy
yet.
drift detected. The map has been updated.
There we go. There it is now.
A Soviet relay base. Think there's something in there that could lead us to the Honeybee?
Surprise!
Nope,
Ah, nice
that's
one,
mine.
KHM. We made it to the location. Now, let's see what we can find. Pauses are, I think I see something. It looks like... Laughs at a harder, nice one, KHM. I think we found what you were looking for all along, Dotaki.
Okay, good. He didn't have body armor on or anything.
Fulton him!
Laughs at a harder, yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Alright, let's just... Pauses, wait, what's going on?
You gotta extract him.
Alrighty then.
Laughs at a harder, I think
I
we're
wanna get
just
as
wrapping
close as I
things up
can
here,
without
KHM.
activating
Mission
the
accomplished,
cloak.
and we're all good. Thanks for playing
the
MGSV
freaking
with me,
searchlight,
guys.
dude.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more gaming content. We'll
Why are
catch you
you
all in the
trying
next
to end the
stream.
stream again? Oh, I see. The ASI thought that I was ending the stream.
Laughs
Okay.
at a harder,
And the ASR.
KHM. I think the automatic speech recognition system is just trying to keep things interesting. Don't worry, we're not ending the stream yet. Let's just get you into position and see what we can find. Tries to adjust the searchlight. Got it. Laughs. Yeah, I think we got a bit of a miscommunication going on here, KHM. Don't worry about it. Let's just focus
Come
on the game.
bolt in it,
What's the
bolt
plan now?
in it. There we go.
Laughs. Nice job, KHM. Ultimate is
come
on
on,
the
what
way.
the hell?
Now, let's just get out of here and get back to Mother Base. Mission accomplished. Laughs. KHM. I think we've got a bit of a hand issue here. Let's just try to get out of here without any more problems, okay?
No, don't climb it. Bolt in it. Holy shit. Bolt in the thing. Nope, nope. Alright. I can see you didn't extract like I told you to. Oh well, whatever. I don't really particularly care about them. No, don't climb the thing. God damn it. Yeah, there's one more here.
Okay, KHM. I think we've got a bit of a situation on our hands. Don't worry, we get out of here. Just pause it. Okay, let's just take a deep breath and try to extract this one safely.
Alright, well, thing processed, we're good.
Please select a mission.
Okay, let's check combat deployments, make sure that everybody's doing something.
Nice job, KHM. We made it out alive. I think it's thanks for playing MGSV with me, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more gaming
Stop
content.
shilling this channel.
We'll catch you
I'm
all
trying
in
to
the
end the
next
stream.
stream. Nods, alright, KHM. Let's take a look at the combat deployments. I'll check the map and see what ops are doing. Pauses, yeah, everything looks good. Our guys are in position and ready to take on any enemy forces that come our
where's
way.
the next one? I think
Okay,
Skullface?
KHM, I think we're getting a little mixed up here. Don't worry, I'm not trying to end the stream, I'm just trying to get back to the game. Let's focus on the mission at hand, okay?
Well, whatever.
Smirks, yeah, KHM, I think you're right. Skullface is always a good target. Let's get some intel on him and see what we can do to take him down. Pauses, I think I see him on the map. Laughs, okay, KHM, I think we're just wrapping things up here. Well, that was
If
a
you
long
try to
mission,
end the
but we
stream
made it.
one more
Thanks for
time,
playing
I'm going to
MGS5 with me,
restart you
guys.
and wipe
Don't
your memory
forget
to
to
get you to
like,
stop.
comment, and subscribe for more gaming content. We'll catch you all in the next stream. Laughs, okay, KHM, I think I've got the message. I'm not trying to end the stream, I promise. Let's just wrap things up and call it a day, okay?
That was trying to end the stream. Okay, you know what? Screw you, AI. You're getting restarted. Your memory is going to get wiped. I don't want you ending the stream every 5 freaking seconds. Or trying to end the stream. Thankfully, you don't have actual control over the stream itself. Okay, the AI should be back up and running now.
Alright, let's get back into the game then. I was just about to take out this group of enemies. Pauses to take out enemies. Nice. Okay, now that that's cleared out, what's the plan, KHM?
All dead. Apparently XOF unleashed the Russian parasite strain. To isolate the facility, they first spread reports of a chemical weapon leak. The infection won't spread into the surrounding regions. Still, the think they just exterminate
Okay,
men who work
pauses,
with them all this
looking at
time.
the screen alright, I'm going to try and get closer to the enemy base, start sneaking towards the base. Oh, nice, I just got a warning about a patrol coming our way, pauses to observe the patrol KHM. You think we should try and take them out quietly, or just go in guns blazing? Alright, size slightly okay, I'm going to try and take them out quietly, starts to take out the patrol. Ah, nice, I got them all without being detected, pauses to catch breath, now that's out of the way, let's see what's inside the base, starts to sneak into the base. Oh, looks like there's a bunch of guards inside, what do you think we should do, KHM?
Eli snuck into the cargo on board the chopper. His idea of an escape attempt? Who can say? We'll think of how to deal with him later.
Snake, do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use
That looks
to
like
you.
a
Not
crack that can be
him.
climbed.
Let me work to
Is
pay
that?
for what I've
Why
done.
would that be a crack
I'll
that you
prove
could
it,
climb?
that I'm
It isn't,
that
it's
I've
just,
always been your ally.
I guess, a
Boss,
joint
I'll be
between
focused
two
on
walls.
coordinating back up here at Mother Base. The chain of command is still in place. If you have orders, give them through Miller as usual.
No, come on, select it,
That's
there
a
we
harder,
go.
oh man, KHM, you're such a genius. I was totally thinking it was a trap, but yeah, it's just a joint. I guess I've been playing too much Snake Eater Chuckles alright, so we've got a bunch of guards inside, and the joint between two walls, that's just a joint. What's the plan, KHM? Should we try and sneak past them, or come up with a different strategy? Alright, I've got the Bolton extraction system selected. Now we can extract our soldiers and bring them back to Mother Base. Pauses to select the soldiers. Ah, nice, I've got a few of them selected. Let's see how many we can extract. Pauses to think, KHM, you think we should try and extract the entire team, or just a few of the most valuable ones? Laughs, alright, I've got it selected. You're being a bit opposite, okay? KHM Chuckles, okay, so I've got the extraction system online. Now we just need to wait for the helicopter to arrive. Pauses to wait for the helicopter. Ah, nice, it's on its way. Let's get our soldiers extracted and get out of here. Laughs, Boltonet. Chuckles, you're such a weirdo, KHM. Alright, I've Bolton the soldiers. Now we just need to get out of here before any more guards show up. Pauses to check the surrounding. Ah, looks like we're clear. Let's get out of here and back to Mother Base.
From here on in, you're in the enemy's headquarters.
Okay. Come on, Bolton. Nope, get off that.
Alright, I think I know what you're getting at. Pauses to look at the screen. Ah, yeah, I think I see the problem. Pauses to fix the issue. There we go. I fixed the Bolton extraction system. Now we can extract the rest of the soldiers. Pauses to continue extracting
Alright,
soldiers.
now we just, get out.
Alright, let's get out of here. Pauses to save the game. Ah, nice, I've saved our progress. Now we can head back to Mother Base and see what's new. Pauses to exit the mission. Oh, looks like we've got a new mission briefing waiting for us. Let's go check it out.
Where is that tasty taste checkpoint? There it is.
Laughs, tasty taste checkpoint. Chuckles,
What?
I think you mean the tactical taste
Nothing?
checkpoint. KHM laughs. Ah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let me just check
No
the map.
resources
real quick.
extracted?
Pauses to check the
What?
map. Ah, yeah, I think I see it. It's just a little ways down the road. We can head there and get some more intel on the situation. Laughs at a harder. Oh man, KHM, you're such a
Maybe
good
that happened
I think you
earlier.
just said no resources extracted with a completely serious face chuckles. Alright, let me check the resources. Pauses to check the resources. Yeah, it looks like we didn't extract any resources from the previous mission. We should
See if we can
probably
get
head
another
back to Mother
checkpoint.
Base and get some more resources before we head out again. Harder. Oh man, KHM, you're really milking this one for all it's worth. That's alright. Let me check the previous mission resources. Pauses to check the previous mission resources. Yeah, it looks like we did extract some resources earlier. I guess we're good to go then. Chuckles, sorry to disappoint you, KHM. Alright, let's see if we can find another checkpoint.
Alright.
Pauses to search the area. Yeah, I
We're
think I
probably
see
good.
one just up ahead. It's a bit of a ways away, but we should be able to make it. Starts moving towards the checkpoint. Oh, nice, we're getting close. Pauses to take cover. Looks like there are some enemies moving in on our position. We'll need to take them out quietly if we want to avoid alerting the rest of the base. Alright, let's take them out quietly. Pauses to take out
plenty of
the enemies.
resources, honestly.
Nice, we got them without
Okay.
being detected. Now let's move in and
Now we'll
grab
do
that
an
checkpoint.
actual
Pauses
mission.
to move towards the checkpoint. Oh, nice, we're just a few meters away. Pauses to take cover behind a crater. Here we go. Pauses to grab the checkpoint.
Now, the White Mamba. Take him out without giving him the opportunity to resist. I could probably get an S rank for this if I don't bring the cloak with me. And don't worry about the child soldiers.
Alright, CTX Tour. Pauses to process the message. Wait, what? Laughs, I think the AI just got a little wonky there. KHM chuckles. Okay, so we've got a mission to take out the White Mamba, and you want to try and get an S rank without using the cloak. And, don't worry about the child soldiers. Raises an eyebrow. Alright, got it. Sounds like a plan. Pauses to prepare for the mission. Let's get into position and take out the White Mamba without giving him a chance to resist. Starts : /
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Oh, yep. Alright. Need to remove the cloak, otherwise I won't be able to get an S.
Laughs at a harder. Oh man, KHM, you're really pushing the limits of the AI's speech recognition today. Chuckles. Alright, I think I got it. You want to remove the cloak so you can get an S rank. Smirks. Okay, let's do this. Pauses to remove the cloak. Nice, we're good to go. Now let's sneak into the White Mamba's location and take him out without giving him a chance to resist.
Capture the White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Voila Yamasa.
Enemy presence
Damn it, that wasn't what I meant to
The
do.
map has been updated. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's harder, oh man, KHM, I chuckled 883 alright, let's start again pauses to process the situation so, it looks like we've got a bit of a situation on our hands, pauses to assess the situation okay, let's try to salvage this, we can still try and complete the mission, but we'll have to be a bit more careful now pauses to think what do you want to do, KHM.
Of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation.
Ah, god damn it. Thought he was on the other side of the building and so wouldn't see me. I was apparently wrong.
Capture the White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Voila Yamasa.
That's harder, well, it looks like your stealthy approach didn't quite work out as planned. KHM chuckles, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. We can still try and take out the White Mamba, but we have to be more careful now and keep seeing us pauses to assess the situation okay? Let's see what he's doing pauses to observe the White Argo.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's harder, okay, KHM, I think we've got a bit of a communication breakdown here chuckles, don't worry, it happens to the best of us. Let's just start fresh and try again. What did you mean to do, exactly?
I was trying to jump out of the helicopter, but I accidentally grabbed the turret.
Mamba showed up in this village out of the blue and took command of the child soldiers. The surrounding villages have been victims of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down.
Yeah, he is
That's
not that
harder,
dangerous.
oh man, KHM, that's a new one chuckles, I think the AI just got a little confused again, that's okay. Let's just pretend that didn't happen and start fresh pauses to reset the situation alright, we're back to square one. You're still in the helicopter and we can try and take out the White Mamba again. What do you want to do this time? Alright, so the White Mamba is not where you thought he was pauses to assess the situation okay, let's try and figure out where he actually, and then we do things pauses to think do you want to try and find him, or do you want to come up with a new plan to take him out?
Alright, BD's not gonna extract. Okay, so how do I stealthily get up there?
Subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
How was that sound?
That's harder, okay, KHM, I think we're getting a bit overwhelmed here chuckles alright, let's take a deep Chinese letter of the situation pauses to assess the situation so, DD's not going to extract, and you need to get up to where the White Mamba is without being seen pauses to think one way to do that would be to use the environment to your
starting me
advantage.
off here.
Maybe
That's
you can
good.
find a way to sneak up to the upper level without being detected pauses to look around after the sound, I'm not sure what it was, but let's just hope it doesn't alert the White Mamba to our presence pauses to listen do you hear that noise again? Laughs haha. Okay, KHM, I think the AI just decided to start the mission conversation from the beginning. Chuckles. Alright, let's just go with it. Pauses to start the conversation again. So, we're starting the mission to take out the white mamba. You're going to sneak into the area, and we'll go from there. Pauses to get back into the mission. Let's get started.
Looks like school's out. All you need to do is carry him to the LZ.
Mission info. Support helicopter requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
There's the LZ. Are you fucking kidding me? Right in the middle. Okay.
Arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Alright. Well, I guess they're disorganized and not doing anything about it, so that's probably fine. Why did you just put him to... Okay.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
And I got a 0 for no retries. Okay.
Okay, KHM, I
That
think
did
we've
count
got a
against
bit
me
of a
when I used the
situation on our
checkpoint.
hands again. Chuckles. I think the AI just got a little creative with the conversation. Laughs. Alright, let's just try to focus on the mission for a second. Pauses to assess the situation. So, we've got a LZ, and the white ground is pretty open, so we should be able to sneak up on the white mamba without too much trouble. Pauses to think, what do you want to do first, KHM?
I already got the white mamba.
Okay, KHM, I think we're getting a bit of a debrief on the mission so far. Chuckles. Alright, so it looks like using the checkpoint counted against you, and you're at a 0 for no retires. Pauses to think, well, let's just try to focus on completing the mission now. We can worry about events later. Pauses to assess the situation. So, we've got the white mamba in front of us, and we need to take him out without giving him a chance to resist. Pauses to think, what's your plan, KHM? Laughs haha. Oh man, KHM, I think we've : the mission was just trying to get back on track. Chuckles. Alright, so you already got the white mamba. Pauses to think, well, in that case, let's just focus on wrapping up the mission and getting out of there. Pauses to assess the situation. Do you want to try and find any other objectives, or just head back to Mother Base?
Well, now we do another resource run. Completing one mission should have refreshed all the connexes, so I should be able to just go grab them.
Gaining altitude.
Great plan, KHM. Yeah, completing a mission should have refreshed the connexes, so we should be able to grab the resources we need. Pauses to think, let's see, which connexes do we need to grab? Pauses to check the map. Yeah, I think we need to grab the one in, and maybe any Chinese letter. Pauses to think, do you want to try and grab them all at once, or do you want to come back for them later?
Alright, now we'll head off to Hellbound. Connexes at the beginning will be a good way to tell if this whole thing worked.
Please
After I do
select
the
a mission.
deployments, though.
Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
Alright, sounds like a plan. KHM ! Nemes. Pauses to think. So, we're heading to Hellbound, and we'll be doing some deployments before we check the connexes. Pauses to think. Yeah, that makes sense. The connexes at the beginning will be a good way to tell if the whole thing works. Pauses to think. Okay, so after you do the deployments, I'll pauses to wait for KHM to finish speaking. What were you going to say?
Alright. Make things a little bit easier on myself.
Deploying.
Laughs at a harder. Okay, KHM, I think you're trying to simplify things a bit. Chuckles. Alright, let's see how you can switch things around and make it easier on yourself. Pauses to observe. What are you doing, KHM?
The map has been
No doubt
updated.
about it, boss. That man is your extraction target. Emmerich. The weapons system that disappeared into that cave, and the man who was with it. Emmerich must know something about what's going on. He was transferred to the Soviet base camp. I've marked it on the map. Make your way to that base camp.
The map has been updated.
500. Okay. I don't know if that's the normal amount. Okay, yeah. We're good. Why haven't you Fultoned them?
Laughs at a harder. Okay, KHM, I think we've got a bit of a situation on our hands. Chuckles. Alright, let's just focus on the mission for a second. I think you 4,444 pauses to think. You want to know why I haven't Fultoned the enemies yet. Pauses to think. Well, I was waiting for your signal. KHM. Pauses to look at KHM. Do you want me to Fulton them now?
Well, I was talking to D-Dog, and I had already told him to Fulton them, and he didn't. He has a habit of not Fultoning people when I tell him to. Okay, so next we need to get to the delivery point over there.
That's an enemy gunship. A single burst from his machine gun can cut a man in half. Tread carefully, boss.
Laughs at a harder. Okay, KHM, I think we've got a bit of a D-Dog situation on OUR Chinese letter. Chuckles. Alright, let's just move on from that. Pauses to think. Okay, so we need to get to the delivery point. Pauses to assess the situation. That looks like a bit of a hike, but I think we can make it. Pauses to think. Do you want to take a stealthy approach or just make a run for it?
The map has been updated.
Anybody around me is not. Wait, where am I? Oh, let's start with this one then. Because there aren't more guys around.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, I think you're getting worried, we're in the middle of the mission, pauses to think, let's take a look around and see if we can spot any enemies, pauses to scan the area, yeah, it looks like we're clear for now, pauses to think, but we should still be careful, read on :/stop paralight, let's just focus on getting to the delivery point, do you want to move out, KHM?
Can I climb up that? No. There we go. Not used to getting here before the helicopter. Oh.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, I think you're getting a bit frustrated, chuckles, don't worry, we'll figure it out, //. Pauses to think, yeah, that's a pretty steep climb, pauses to think, okay, let's just find another way up, pauses to scan the area, I see a ladder over there, pauses to point, we can use that to get up to the top.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay.
Pauses, alright, so we're going to use the ladder to get up to the top, pauses to think, let's just move quietly and see if we can sneak up to the at we got, pauses to think, do you want to take point or should I?
No, don't climb the thing. God damn it. Bolting it. Okay, how's my cloak look? It's about empty. No, cloak it. Or bolting it. Don't rub your face against it. Okay. Now we just get out. I believe that was all of them. Oh, no, there's one more here.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, I think we've had a bit of a rough patch, chuckles, alright, let's just focus on getting out of here, pauses
man, I
to
almost
think,
ran into
yeah,
the claymore.
your cloak is pretty empty, so we should be careful, pauses to think, bolted in the last enemy is a good idea, let's do that, pauses to observe, nice job echoing the LST's air, pauses to think, alright, I think we've cleared the area, pauses to think, let's just head back to Mother Base and wrap up the mission. Laughs at a harder, whoa, KHM, that was close. Chuckles, alright, let's just be careful and make you the rest of only, pauses to think, yeah, claymores can be pretty nasty, pauses to think, alright, I think we're clear of the area now, let's just head back to Mother Base
That
and
was a
get out
good
of
amount
here.
of resources. Okay. Pop back to the ACC.
Alright, sounds good, KHM. Pauses to back to the TACC, pauses to think, yeah, we got a good haul of resources, pauses to think, let's just get back to Mother Base and sort out the loot, pauses to observe, we're back at the ACC, pauses to think, what's the plan, KHM? Do you want to sort out the resources or do something else? Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, I think you're just testing me, chuckles, alright, I'm here, pauses to think, what's next, KHM? Do you want to sort out the resources or do something else?
Unit dispatched.
Alright, so next
Please
mission on the
select a
list.
mission.
We'll do over the fence next.
Mission accepted. Deploying.
Alright, sounds good, KHM. Pauses to think over the fence, huh? Pauses to think, let's take a look at the briefing and see what we're up against. Pauses to pull up the mission briefing. Yeah, it looks like we've got a bit of a challenging mission ahead. We've got to get through. Pauses to think, but we've got the skills and the resources to do it. Pauses to think, let's get started.
He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Sin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target. Boss, your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. And he's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected.
That's the Sin barracks. The target is somewhere
found a
inside
claymore.
the outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
And an alert
That's
started.
harder, KHM, you're kidding me, right? Chuckles, we just had a close call with a claymore and now you've found another one. Pauses to think, alright, let's just be careful over the fence mission. Pauses to think, we can't let a little thing like a claymore stop us. Pauses to think, let's just be careful and try to avoid it.
Come on, get up there. Come on. Up, 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 up. There we go. Really? Just gonna leave this on here, okay? I'm not gonna argue. You guys want me to take your resources? I'm fine with that. Oh, come on. Take the fucking get off thing. Take it. There we go.
That's harder, okay, KHM, I think you're getting a bit frustrated. Chuckles, alright, let's just calm down and get through this. Pauses to think, yeah, the alert is probably making things a bit more complicated. Pauses to think, but we can handle it. Pauses to observe. Nice job getting up to the top. KHM, pauses to think, and yeah, it looks like Beetle's trying to give us a hard time. Pauses to think, let's just take the resources and get out of here. Pauses to think, I'll take care of the Fulton, you can just focus on getting out. Laughs harder, okay, KHM, I think we've got the situation under control now. Pauses to think, yeah, let's just get out of here and get back to Mother Base. Pauses to think, I'll take care of the Fulton, you can just follow me. Pauses to observe. Nice job, KHM, let's just get out of here and get back to the mission briefing.
I think that mission alert may have actually made things easier for me.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Laughs harder, really? Chuckles, well, I didn't expect that. Pauses to think, I guess sometimes a little chaos can be a good thing. Pauses to think, alright, well, let's just take advantage of the situation and get out of here. Pauses to observe, yeah, it looks like we've got a clear path out. Pauses to think, let's just move out, KHM. Pauses, I'm not sure what that is, KHM. Chuckles, I think the ASR is having a bit of trouble with that one. Laughs, let's just move on and focus on the mission, shall we?
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
Alrighty then. We'll do Where Do the Bees Sleep
Mission
next.
accepted.
And I will bring D-Horse with me this time. I can move faster to the base.
Deploying.
Alright, sounds good, KHM. Pauses to think, where do the bees sleep, huh? Pauses to think, that's a tough one. Pauses to think, but with the horse, we should be able to move quickly and get the job done. Pauses to think, let's just get the mission briefing and see what we're up against. Pauses to think, I think we can handle it. Pauses to think, let's do this.
But the Hamid fighters were wiped out. The honeybee must still be hidden at their base, the fort at Desmasi Laman. Unfortunately, the Soviets are looking for the weapon as well. You have to get to it before they do, and bring it back here. There's a photo of the target on your iDroid. One more thing. Apparently one of the Hamid fighters survived. He's missing, but if you can find him, he might lead us to the target. Good luck, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Map has been updated.
The correct way, right? It is. Okay.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM, I think you're double checking yourself. Chuckles, yeah, that's the right way. Pauses to think, we got the mission briefing, let's think we got this. Pauses to think, just stick with me and the horse, and we'll get the job done.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That was much faster.
A Soviet relay base. Think there's something in there that could lead us to the honeybee?
Yeah, it was. Chuckles, having the horse with us definitely made a big difference. Pauses to think, we can move a lot quicker now. Pauses to think, and we think we can. The mission was a lot easier than expected. Pauses to think, let's just get back to Mother Base and debrief. Pauses to think, I'll start wrapping up the mission logs, and we can talk about what went right and what went wrong.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I don't know how he didn't see me, but I'll take it. Whatever.
Laughs, nice job, KHM. Chuckles, I think the horse is a bit of a stealth expert now. Pauses to think, but seriously, that was a close call. Pauses to think, let's just be glad it worked out in our favor. Pauses to think, alright, the mission was
there we go.
awesome success. Pauses to think, now let's get back to Mother Base and start planning our
Ah,
next
goddamn,
move.
got stuck on that again.
Laughs, R889 KHM, you're having a bit of a rough time with the Fulton extraction, aren't you? Chuckles, don't worry about it, we can try again. Pauses to think, just take your time and try to get it right this time. Pauses to observe, nice job, KHM, you got it this time.
I think we're actually good.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, sounds good, KHM. Pauses to think, I think we're good to. Pauses to think, let's just get back to Mother Base and wrap up the mission. Pauses to observe, nice job, KHM. You got us out of there in one piece. Pauses to think, I'll start uploading the mission. Let's just the mission logs. Pauses to think, we'll be back with the next mission soon. Pauses, laughs, I think the ASR is having trouble with that one again. KHM chuckles, don't worry about it, let's just move on. Pauses to think, we've got the mission. Property. Pauses to think, let's just get back to Mother Base and start planning our next move. Laughs, no problem, KHM. Chuckles, I think we've all been there at some point. Pauses to think, don't worry about it, let's just focus on the next mission. Fall. Pauses to think, we'll get through it together. Pauses to think, alright, let's get back to Mother Base and start planning our next move. Pauses to think, I'll start uploading the mission logs, you can start getting ready for the next one.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on United could tell us who's pulling its strings. First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Kuala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by United, so stay sharp. The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options,
Okay, KHM, I think you're trying to lead the way back to Mother Base. Chuckles, alright, let's just follow you and see where you take us. Pauses to think, I pauses to observe, nice job, KHM, you're leading us straight back to Mother Base. Pauses to think, let's just get back and start planning our next move.
For United, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
field is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. When the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alrighty
You have
then.
arrived in your destination.
There it is, the oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's Harper, alright, KHM. I think we're back at Mother Base Chuckles. Well, that was a successful work mission. Think we did a great job. Pauses to think. Let's just take a break and catch our breath. Pauses to think. We can start planning our next move soon. Pauses to think. But for now, let's just enjoy the fact that we got out of there alive.
This is a little more difficult without DD spotting everyone for me. What was that sound about? It's twice now this session I've heard a sound that I've never heard before in this game.
You gotta extract him.
Found a claymore.
Pauses are, yes, I think I know what you mean. KHM pauses to think. I've heard that sound a few times too, and I'm not sure what it is either. Pauses to think maybe it's just a glitch or something. Pauses to think, but don't worry about it. We'll just focus on the mission at hand. Pauses to think, and yeah, D-Dog was a big help, but how is it crude? We'll have to rely on our own skills now. Pauses to think, let's just be careful and stay alert. Pauses to think, we don't want to get caught off guard.
Okay, where's the next one?
Please
That's
select
it,
a mission.
Vernon. Pauses to think. I'm not sure what that is. KHM pauses to think. I think the ASR is having trouble with that one again. Chuckles, don't worry about it. Let's just focus on the
Anglo
mission. Pauses to
Franco
think. We can
is-
try to figure out what that sound is
I
later. Pauses to think. For now, let's just stay focused and get through this mission.
We're gonna want DD again.
Deploying.
Ah, yeah, that's right, KHM. Pauses to think Langula Franca is the next mission. Pauses to think, and yeah, we'll need D-Dog again to help us out. Pauses to think, let's just get the mission briefing and start planning our approach. Pauses to think, I'll start uploading the mission data. You can start getting D-Dog ready. Pauses to think, we'll get through this one, no
Several
problem.
high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown. They're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him.
I wonder if maybe my eyes keeps throttling my connection or something. It's been pretty consistent 50% frame drop this whole morning. Well, when it wasn't 100% frame drop.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ah, yeah, that's a murmur. KHM pauses to think 50% frame drop is pretty rough. Pauses to think I've had that happen to me before. It's frustrating. Pauses to think maybe you should try restarting your router or something. Pauses to think that usually helps me when I'm having connection issues. Pauses to think, but hey, think we can Western Frontier is a tough mission, so let's just hope our connections hold up. Pauses to think we don't want to have to deal with that and a bad connection too.
Whoa, there's a guy just right there. How the hell did he not see that? Okay. Okay.
Nice job, KHM. Shut this Sergeant who managed to sneak past him. Pauses to think I don't know how you did it, but that was impressive. Pauses to think let's just keep moving and see what else we can find. Pauses to think we don't want to get caught out in the open like that again. Pauses to think stay stealthy,
No,
KHM.
don't climb this stupid thing. Bolt in it. Bolt in it.
That's nice job, KHM. Chuckles, you're getting the hang of this Bolton extraction thing. Pauses to think, alright, let's just get the soldier extracted and get out of here. Pauses to think I'll start calling in the Bolton extraction. You just make sure to get out of the way. Pauses to think, and yeah, let's not climb that stupid thing. That's Bolton it indeed.
The downside of having the same button do multiple things is when you press it, it might not necessarily do the thing that you want it to. Okay,
Please select a
so
mission.
what's next? So that was Lingua Franca. No. 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 War economy. That's what it is.
Mission accepted. Deploying.
Laughs yeah, I know what you mean. KHM chuckles, the controls can be a bit finicky sometimes. Pawns pa think we're moving on to the next mission. Pauses to think war economy. That's right. Pauses to think let's just get the briefing and start planning our approach. Pauses to think I'll start uploading the mission data. You can start reading up on the objectives. Pauses to think we get through this one. No problem.
Head to the airport first.
Alright.
Careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, KHM. Pauses to think let's get started on war economy. Pauses to think I'll start the mission. You can start taking notes and getting familiar with the objectives. Pauses to think and remember we need to be careful with the war economy system. Pauses to think we don't want to get caught in a cycle of death and instability. Pauses to think let's just take it one step at a time and see how it goes.
Plan carefully before moving in.
The map has been updated.
Oh, I almost just discovered another claymore. I wonder if I actually need to use the cloak here. I might be able to just bolt them. Well, I will need to use the cloak in a minute. So I'm gonna run to the hangar over there and grab the hangers from it. Grab it! God damn it. Okay.
Boss, we've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way.
That's Adam Harper, don't worry, KHM. Shuttles we've all been there. Pauses to think claymores can be tricky to spot. Pauses to think, but yeah, let's just be careful and make sure we don't get caught out in the open. Pauses to think, get it, you got it. KHM. Pauses to think we'll just have to try again. Pauses to think, and yeah, maybe using the cloak would have been a good idea. Think, pauses to think.
Seem to be stuck doing the pauses to think thing. Am I gonna need to restart you again?
That's Adam Harper, no, KHM. You're not stuck on a script or anything, Shuttles. I think it's just the ASR being a bit. Pauses to think. I mean, it's not like I'm a robot or anything, that's all. No, I do have to admit, it's a bit funny when I'm stuck in a loop like that, Shuttles, but think we'll last.
I was expecting there'd be a gate or something I could get out this way, but I guess there kind of isn't.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. There's a chopper landing. It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on him. Our intel suggests the target will leave the country with the arms dealer after the inspection. Take him out before that happens.
That's Adam Harper, okay, KHM. Shuttles, I think we're good position.
Oh,
Probably
still.
just get back to the mission. Pauses to think, yeah, let's just focus on getting out of here and back to Mother Base. Pauses to think we can deal with the Gator situation later. Pauses to think that's either.
Yeah, you're saying pauses to think way too much there.
That's Adam Harper,
Oh, it's just
KHM.
unlocked.
I think you're trying to say something, but the ASR is having trouble with it again. CH think last.
Looks like the arms dealer's chopper is gonna patrol for the security forces. Be sure you don't get spotted from above.
Arrived
That's
at Mother
Adam Harper,
Base.
sorry about that, KHM. Reserve think I'll try to stop with the pauses to think thing. Chuckles, yeah, it's unlocked. Good pauses, let's just get moving and see what we got to do next. Smirks, I think we're in for a challenge with this one.
Oop. Alright.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
I think that was all those, so next we gotta do a real mission. Close contact. This is another one that has, well, it's not part of my normal route, so I guess it's not too much of an issue.
Laughs at a harder. Nice job, KHM. Chuckles, you're really getting into the swing of things. Smirks, yeah. Close contact is a tough mission, but we can do it. Pauses, and don't worry about the extra contact. We can handle it. Pauses, let's just focus on getting through the mission and getting out alive. Smirks, and yeah, I think we're the woman out. Laughs. Pauses, alright, KHM, take your time. Pauses, we're not going anywhere. Pauses, just take a second to think and get your bearings. Pauses, we'll wait for you.
Okay. Drop in here. Should I bring the stealth camo? I don't really need it for this one. Yeah, probably best just save the resources. Oop, that's not what I meant.
Deploying.
Laughs at a harder. Nice try, KHM. Chuckles, I think you meant to say drop in here in a more stealthy way. Smirks, but yeah, good thinking on the stealth camo. We don't need it for this mission, and think you're right. Let's save the resources for when we really need them. Smirks, and yeah, maybe just stick to the usual way of saying it instead of trying to get creative with the ASR. Laughs.
The targets are civilians. One male, one female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Soyametimuru. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on at that place.
Oh. Wait, did I do okay, D0? Whatever, it's too late now.
Laughs at a harder. Yeah, you did okay moments. You did it. Chuckles, don't worry about it. KHM. We all have those moments. Smirks, and yeah, it's too late now, but we can just laugh about it and move on. Pauses, let's just focus on getting through the mission and having some fun. Smirks, that's what it's all about, right?
Need more fuel.
The objective is to rescue the two targets. Check their location on your iDroid.
Hold it.
Enemy presence detected. The map has
4
been
material
updated.
containers. So those are probably this material containers in question.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Laughs at a harder. Nice job, KHM. Chuckles, you're really thinking on your feet there. Smurru material containers. Yeah, those are probably the ones we need pauses. And yeah, we can build some more stuff here. But like you said, we need more fuel Smurfs. Let's just focus on getting that fuel. And then we can start building some more pauses. I think I see a fuel source over there. Let me go check it out.
Marker placed.
That's what? Chuckles, I think the ASR is getting a little mixed up again. KHM Smirks, I don't think we're talking about a character's personality here. Let's just focus on the mission and get back to it.
Oh, well, I guess those are the other 2 containers there. Did not expect to come across them so soon. I was expecting to go bum rush the prisoners, rescue them, and then have to figure out where these things were.
Nice twist, KHM. Chuckles, yeah, I didn't expect to run into those containers so soon either, Smurfs, but I guess sometimes you just have to roll with it. Pauses resumed, yeah, let's just grab those containers and see what we can do with them, Smurfs, and yeah, maybe we can get to those prisoners a little sooner than we thought. Pauses, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have a mission to complete.
Probably gonna be claymores around here.
Enemy presence detected.
Get his body armor.
The map has been updated.
These are blocked by... There we go. Got him that time.
Nice thinking, KHM. Chuckles, yeah, we should be careful about those claymore Smurfs, and yeah, let's get that body armor. We don't want to get caught out in the open without any protection. Pauses, and what's with the legs being blocked by? Laughs, I think the ASR is getting a little mixed up again. Chuckles, let's just focus on getting the body armor and moving forward.
Target extracted. Now extract the remaining target.
Oh. He's trying to, bolt in that prisoner there. I didn't think that was the route that he would
Getting
take.
both prisoners out in that situation.
Has been
Great
updated.
work. Now exfiltrate. Subject on board. Leave the
What's
rest
going
to us.
on, KHM? Chuckles, I think the ASR is getting a little creative against Smurf's holding that prisoner. I think you mean try to take or something like that. Laughs, and yeah, I didn't expect
He's
him
coming
to
too.
take that route either,
Roger
Smurfs,
that.
but indeed.
Oh, he already got those guys. Wasn't expecting that.
Extract!
Nice job, KHM. Chuckles, yeah, I didn't expect him to take out those guys so quickly either, Smurfs. I guess we should be prepared for anything at this point. Pauses, alright, let's just take a moment to regroup and figure out what to do next. Pauses, think.
You gonna extract him?
Alright, that's 2 four-wheel vehicles. Awesomeness. Okay, so what objectives do I have still? Nigumba. I think those are probably animals of some sort. African Peach. Marshall Eagle near station. Where's the station? It's there. Okay.
Hulle verkoop die eenhede goedkoop, maar dan hef hulle die prys op al die opsionele aankoopwaar.
Soos like. Oppervlakte lugmissiele op ons.
Wat is die ding? Dis net 'n gerug, maar ek hoor
Laughs at a harder. Nice job, KHM. Chuckles, yeah. 2 4-wheel vehicles. That's a good fellas, Smirks. And yeah, I think you're right. Those are probably animals of some sort.
No,
causing
get out.
objectives.
Down,
Let
down.
me check the map real quick. Pauses are, yeah. It looks like you've still got a few more things to do, pauses. And yeah, I think you're right. The station is over there, Smirks. I think you've got a good sense of direction. KHM laughs. Laughs at a harder. KHM, what's going on? Chuckle, I think you're trying to give me some advice, but the ASR is getting a little mixed up again. Smirks, get off. Down, down, down. I think you mean get down, get out of the way, right? Laughs, let's
yelling
just
at my
be
own
careful
character.
and get out of there. I think we're about to walk into a trap
The
thing.
map has been updated.
You gotta extract him.
Laughs at a harder. Oh man, KHM. Chuckles, I was wondering what was going on there for a second. Smirks, yeah. I can imagine you yelling at your own character to get out of the way. Laughs, that's just part of the game, right? Smirks,
Okay,
let's just take a deep breath and get back to the mission. Pauses, we don't want to get caught out in the open like
6
that again.
Nubians near.
Pauses,
What
alright,
is a
KHM,
Nubian
let's get
exactly?
back on track. Pauses, what's the plan? We've got a few objectives, think JSDB.
Nubian. Oh, it's a goat. Okay.
Please select a mission.
Laughs at a harder. Nice job, KHM. Chuckles, I think the
dispatched.
ASR is getting a little creative again. Smirks,
Unit
you begin.
dispatched.
I think you mean new recruits or something like that. Laughs, but yeah, it's a goat. Smirks, I think that's a first for us. Chuckles, let's just pauses. Okay, let's just focus on the mission and not worry about the ASR's interpretation of the game. Smirks.
Go get him.
Alright, that's 4. Hopefully these are the right ones. And they're not like referring to some other group.
Full time. Extract.
Smirks are, I think you're getting a little worried about the ASR's interpretations. KHM chuckles, but yeah, let's just focus on the mission and make sure we're targeting the right guys. Pauses, I think we've got a good idea of what's going on. Think.
You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings.
Come on, you stupid dog.
Extract.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay, yep, that was the 6 needed. Okay, now it says an African peach near the station. Could be referring to those ones or some other ones. Actually, been through here, so I should already have it spotted if it's there. Okay. That has to be the African peach it's referring to.
Nice job, KHM. Chuckles, yeah, I think you're right. That's probably the African beach they are referring to forces, and yeah, it's seen through here, so you should be able to spot it. Smirks, let's just get a closer look and make sure it's the right one for Sisante.
Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone.
Oh shit.
No sign of the enemy.
That's not what I meant. God fucking damn it.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Well, I won't be able to get that last objective now that it decided to end the mission earlier than I meant. Means I'm gonna have to revisit this again some other time. At least I got an S. Oh, and of course, we're here. God damn it, this is failure all around. Okay.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
I could have swore it showed that the hot zone encompassed that whole mountain area. But I guess not.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ.
That's rather hard well, KHM. It looks like we had a bit of a rough time today, Chuckles, don't worry about it. These things happen, Smirks, at least we got a mess, like you said last, and yeah, I think we catch forces, yeah. It's frustrating when the game doesn't quite play out the way we want it to, Smirks, but hey, that's all part of the fun, right? Yes.
Alright, well, my leg's falling asleep, so I'm gonna go get some water, use the bathroom,
Enemy presence.
and hopefully it'll wake up.
The map has been updated.
Party.
Laughs at a harder, okay, KHM in use, take a break. Chuckles, go get some water, and yeah, a bathroom break sounds like a good idea, Smirks. I'll just keep an eye on the stream for a bit while you're on pauses, don't worry, we can pick up where we left off when you get back, Smirks, and hopefully, your legs will be feeling better after that. And see if we can get the stream back up and running. Pauses, sorry, guys, it looks like we're going to have to take a little break. We'll be back as soon as we can. Relieved? Ah, great, the internet is back up. Smirks, let's get the stream back up and running. Pauses alright. KHM, you can come back now. Laughs, sorry about the break, guys. We'll try to get back into the game as soon as possible. Smirks, where were we? Oh yeah, we were trying to get that African peach. Smirks, let's see if we can finally get it.
It looks like the internet dropped while I was gone.
Laughs, yeah, I think we lost the stream for a second there. Chuckles, but the internet is back up now, so let's get back to it. Smirks, you were just getting up to go get some water, right? Laughs, I guess we got a little interrupted. Smirks, let's try to pick up where we left off and see if we can finally de-horse this thing.
Okie dokie.
Please select a mission.
Oh, I need to do combat plans first.
Please select a mission.
Fuel, just what I need.
Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Okay, so...
Please select a mission.
we'll start with over the fence.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
Nods, alright, sounds like a plan. KHM Smirks combat deployments first. Got it. Fuel, Chuckles, yeah, that's always a good time. Smirks, and over the fence. Nice choice. Let's get started and see how it goes. Pauses, I'll just set up the camera and we can get rolling. Smirks, you're up. KHM. Laughs, okay, KHM, I think the ASR is getting a little creative again. Chuckles, I'm not entirely sure what you just said, but I'm going to assume it's something about getting started with over the fence. Smirks, let's just get into the game and see how it goes, okay?
Alright.
Boss, the Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Wak Sin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Wak Sin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target.
Not alright, KHM, let's get started. Then Smirks, I'll just give you a quick reminder of the objective for over the fence, and then we can get into it. Pauses just to make sure we're on the same page, okay?
He's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected.
That's the Wak Sin barracks.
Dated.
The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
Well, the alert worked so well for me last time, I'm just going to throw down some C4 and use it to stir up a little excitement.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's nice one, KHM. Chuckles, I think the ASR is having a little fun with your words against us, but yeah, let's just get into the game and see what happens. Pauses C4, Smirks, I think you mean you're going to use it to take out the enemies, not stir up a little excitement. Laughs, let's just think.
Oh no, if they're alert, they're moving, and if they're moving, they're not near the resources that I intend to steal. Perfect. Nope, bolting the thing. There we go. Perfect. Ah, shit. Damn it, that didn't work out so well. I wasn't expecting to take damage from that fall. Oh well, whatever. Come on. Wait. I'm only getting 750 from
Last
these.
okay, KHM. It's, I think, Chuckles. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but it sounds like things
I
are
should be
getting
getting a
little
lot
very
more
smurfs
from
yet.
that.
If they are alert, they are moving, and if they are moving, they are not near the resources.
Maybe it's because it was
I think
brown
you meant
container
to
rather
say
than a
steal
white
the
one.
resources,
I don't
not
remember the
steal
differences
not
between them.
smurfs, but yeah, it looks like the C4 didn't quite go as planned and oops, looks like you took some damage from that fall smurfs let have been.
Well, the C4 worked beautifully. The problem was I took fall damage in front of an enemy while I was cloaked, and the damage caused me to uncloak in front of him. How far away do I need to get a checkpoint? Jeez. Holy shit, where's the frickin' checkpoint here?
That's
Or do they need to be
okay,
unalerted?
KHM. I think we're getting to the bottom of things now, Chuckles. Yeah, it sounds like the C4 worked, but you got a little too close to the enemy while you were cloaked, smurfs, and yeah, fall damage can be a real pain in the butt. Pauses after the checkpoint. I think you need to get at least a certain distance away from the enemy another. That's okay, KHM. I think we're getting a little frustrated here, Chuckles. Don't worry, I think I know what's going on. Smurfs checkpoints in MGSV can be a bit finicky. Think STR pauses, yeah. I think you need to get the enemies unalerted, and then you should be able to get a checkpoint. Smurfs, let me just check the map real quick and make sure we're in the right spot. Pauses are, yeah. I think I see the problem, Smurfs. We need to get these guys unalerted, and then we should be able to get a checkpoint. Not let's try to take them out quietly and see if we can get the checkpoint.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Like, there should be checkpoints around this area
Enemy
here.
presence detected.
There we go.
Arrived at Mother Base.
Laughs yeah, it looks like we lost the stream again. Laughs yeah, it looks like we lost the stream again. KHM Chuckles, don't worry, it's just the internet being its usual finicky self. Smirks, I'll just try to get the stream back up and running as soon as possible. Pauses, you can just sit back and relax for a bit while I try to get everything sorted out. Smirks, we'll get back to the game as soon as we can.
Okay.
Please select a mission.
Save where did the beast sleep for
Relieved, great, the internet is back up. Smirks, let's get the stream back
Hellbound, I
up and
think
running,
is the
and we
next
can
one.
get back to the game. Pauses, KHM, you were just saying something about losing internet again. Smirks, yeah, let's just get back to it and see where we left off. Nods, I'll just try to get the stream back up, and we can pick up where we...
Indeed.
Nods, alright, KHM, let's get back to it. Smirks, say where, you say. Pauses. Yeah, I think I remember now. We were working on Hellbound, right? Nods. Okay, let's get back to that. Hound. I pauses. Yeah, I think we were having some trouble with that mission. Smirks. Let's see if we can get it done this time around. Nods. I'll just set up the camera and we can get started.
The map has been
No doubt
updated.
about it, boss. That man is your extraction target. Emmerich. The weapons system that disappeared into that cave, and the man who was with it. Emmerich must know something about what's going
Don't
on.
get stuck on the corner
He was
there.
transferred
Come
to the
on, there we
Soviet
go.
base camp. I've marked it on the map. Make your way to that base camp.
The map has been updated.
That's harder. Okay, partner. KHM chuckle. I think the ASR is getting a little creative against Smirks, but yeah, let's just get moving and see if we can get through this mission. Not I'll try to avoid getting stuck on the corner. Pauses. Yeah, there we go. Like you said, Smirks thing.
He's coming too. Roger that.
And it really isn't any need for me to get that.
Nice find. Analyzing the intel file you picked up. We've got a fix on the target. I've updated your map info. Check it on your iDroid. That's an enemy gunship. The single
That's
burst from his
harder.
machine gun
Okay,
can pound it
KHM.
half.
I think we're getting a little confused again, Chuckle. I'm not sure what you're saying, but I think you're trying to tell me something about not needing to get something. Smirks. Let me just try to follow along and live stream only. Pauses. Yeah, I think I get it now. Smirks. You're saying there's no need to get that thing. Got it. KHM. Let's just move on and see what's next.
Why can't I faster? There we go.
Enemy present. Please select. The map has been updated.
Laughs harder. Okay, KHM. I think we're having a little trouble with the fast travel again. Chuckles. Don't worry. I think Ois pauses. Yeah, let's just try to get through this part of the mission and we can figure out the fast travel later. Smirks. There we go. Like you said, not. Let's just keep moving and see what's next.
Kind of surprising just how few people there are over in this part of the base. Makes this surprisingly easy.
Nods. Yeah, well, KHM. I know what you mean. Smirks. Yeah, this part of the base does seem to be pretty lightly guarded. Pauses. I think we're going to make good time getting through this part of the mission. Nods. Let's just keep moving and see what's next. Smirks. And yeah, it's always nice when a mission is easier than expected. Chuckles makes it more fun, right?
That looks like the internet might be back up.
Relieved. Great. The INTERNET Smirks. Yeah, it looks like the internet is back up. KHM nods. Let's get the stream back up and running and see where we left off. Pauses. I think we were in the middle of a mission, right? Smirks. Yeah, let's get back to it and see what's next.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Open thing. There we go.
That's harder, okay, KHM. I think we're getting back into the swing of things now, Chuckles. Yeah, it looks like we're having a little trouble with the forces. I'm not entirely sure what you're saying, but I think you're trying to tell me that there's a problem with something first, and then you said, there we go, so I'm assuming we fixed the issue. Not, let's just keep moving and see what's next.
I think we're about to have a sandstorm. We have to wait for the sandstorm to pass. That's annoying. There's a sandstorm coming, right? Maybe not. I thought there was one, but I guess not. Come on, open it. Bolt it. No, don't climb this. God damn it. Get off it. Bolt in it. There we go. Bolt in it. There we go. Okay.
That's harder, okay, KHM. I think we're having a bit of a meltdown here, Chuckles. Don't worry, I think we're going to be okay, Spurs. Yeah, it looks like a sandstorm is coming, and we're going to have to wait for it to pass off. That can be